week, and a week of everything good. Yeah, I wish you the very best. A very good morning to you, Abuja. It's Sport Drive right here, 95.1 Nigeria Info, and yes, as the voice of Ogechi Madu, and we're here to talk sports and everything that happened during the weekend. And what might just be happening this week. Yes, a lot, especially, of course, the U.S. Open is on upon us, and the saga between AC Milan, Bayer Leverkusen. I don't know if Bayer Leverkusen is in the picture, but there is something, happening between AC Milan and Victor Oko Boniface. It's not his fault. It's nobody's fault. He's not the first person to fail a medical, but maybe, just maybe, there might be a third chance for him. Okay, but don't also forget that we'll have the headlines for you this morning. But what you have to do right now, so you don't miss a thing, is to go straight to our Facebook handle. If you're yet to follow us on Facebook, please do make sure that you are doing that right now. Okay, that's our Facebook is Nigeria Info Abuja. I'll take that again. Nigeria Info Abuja. Follow us and you get to watch us live. Yes, myself and Benga. Good morning to you, Benga.
Yes, a pleasant morning to you, Oge. Happy weekend. How was your weekend?
Was the weekend though?
You did.
Or was it a weekend?
Nah, I don't think so. Right? I think the weekend served us hot with lots of footballing approach and also news, interesting transfer news still ongoing even while the season has started.
Of course, and now we have the U.S. Open. A devastated Danny Medvedev was knocked out of the U.S. Open after meltdown sparked by a photographer walking on the court during his first round defeat by Benjamin Bonzi. All right, so Medvedev had produced some extraordinary moment at Flushing Meadows over the years, but what happened on the 2021 Champions Way to another humbling defeat was perhaps the most incredible. All right, as the Russian faced match point at 5-4 in the third set, where the cameraman walked onto the playing surface between his French opener, Bonzi's first and second serve. Now, Q Bedlam as the incident, and Medvedev's reaction changed the course of the match, where he raged after umpire Greg Allensworth decided Bonzi could have another first serve, whipping to the New York crowd into a frenzy and forcing a delay of 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Well, almost 2 hours later, shortly before 1 a.m. local time, he eventually secured a remarkable 6-3, 7-5, 6-7, 0-6, 6-4 win. I just expressed my emotions, my unhappiness with the decision, and then the crowd did what they did without me asking them too much. That was, those were the words of Medvedev. I mean, you just do your own, and there's something from nowhere, and I love it. But tennis fans have come, to drag Djokovic. That he intentionally did that. He intentionally decided to, tell us that he was injured and all of it. Well, of course, Djokovic finds a way to survive on U.S. Open return. Okay, so as it is, Novak Djokovic hopes the physical struggle he faced before powering to victory in the U.S. Open first round was simply down to a lack of match practice. All right, where the 38-year-old Serbian, who earned the 6-1, 7-6, 7-3, 6-2 win over American teenager Leonard Tien, had not played since losing at the Wimbledon semifinals in the early July. Where during the second set, Djokovic level dropped considerably as he looked increasingly frustrated and, of course, unsteady on his feet in humid New York, where the 24-time major champion needed treatment before blisters on his toe after securing the second set tiebreak, but said the issue was not the reason behind his dip. So Yao take a chill pill. He did intentionally want to injure himself or intentionally claimed he was injured. Just know it was lack of practice and all of it. Which Djokovic, one of my best favorite tennis player, though, maybe GOAT of all time.
Maybe the numbers suggest he is.
Right. So. Don't lie. Okay, a lot coming from U.S. Open. Of course, we also have Emma Raducanu, who found that she was scheduled to play one of the first matches on the U.S. Open News Sunday start, where it brought a bit of added pressure, where the British number one went into the meeting with Japanese qualifier Ena Ashibahara, having not won a match at Flushing Meadows since her memorable 2021 title triumph. But despite a morning nerves, Raducanu needed only 62 minutes to secure a 6-1-6 victory and register the quickest Grand Slam main draw victory of her career. When I saw the Sunday schedule, I thought the first match at 11 a.m., you don't want to be out of the tournament by 12:30 p.m. on a Sunday, where Raducanu ranked 35th in the world, told by BSC Sport. And yes, that's the update from US Open and tennis. We also have the headlines. But before that, I don't know what Manchester United fans have to say about the tactics of Ruben Amorim. Maybe something is not right. I saw Biggie, the big one, from a sister station on my way here, and he had to. So how we greet ourselves these days is he's an Arsenal fan. When we see ourselves, we just greet with what is his name now? Victor Gyökeres sign, all right, of celebration. You know, when he uses his
Speak no trophy.
Cover the speak. No, don't even calm down. So the 002 counting for every other strikers that's been signed this summer is done and dusted. But we can't say the same for Manchester United players, Brian Mbeumo, Benjamin Sesko, and again there is Matheus Cunha, who is yet to get the ground running. And you would ask, are they by signing?
It's not.
Or do they need time?
Again, it's more on the coach than the players.
Good.
Regardless of who you bring into this Manchester United team, the coach's input is paramount. And that's the problem that we are facing, both as fans of the club, fans of the game, pundits alike. I mean, his selection calls for question. First of all, the goalkeeping department, Bayinde. Is Bayinde going to be the starting goalkeeper for the rest of the season? Because that's what we need to know. He started back-to-back games with Onana on the bench. Onana is fit, by the way. Onana doesn't have any transfer rumors hovering over his head. So that needs to be addressed if Bayinda is going to be the starting goalkeeper moving forward. The lackadaisical attitude in transition, holding on to the ball more than being productive on the ball, it's an issue. And you can call out names that you want to bring into the club. Oh, I want Baleba. Some will say, I want Adam Wharton. Some would mention any name. But you have a Casemiro, you have a Ugarte, you have a Menu who didn't even play or who didn't come in as a substitute, by the way. There's a Casemiro in there. There's an Eriksen. There's a Bruno Fernandes. I mean, there are names there. And are you trying to tell me that Amorim can't make it work? For some reasons, Amad Diallo starts as a wing back. It stifles the creativity of the young lad. And then you have a backup wing back in Diego Dalot, who fluffed his lines, gave the ball away, and invited that goal from the opposition, talking about Fulham. Fulham, by the way, have a Rodrigo Muniz who has scored 4 and against his team in back-to-back games for Fulham. So Manchester United needs to do better going forward. I understand that maybe he's trying to ease Sesko into the team based on fitness issues.
I mean, because you want to question why you buy a player with such amount and he doesn't get a starting.
Well, like I usually used to tell Prince Will, it's a 38-game season in the league, and first 2 games doesn't really spell out what will happen in the remaining 36.
But you need goals.
Yes, you need goals, but again, I won't fault him for trying to ease Sesko in. I will just fault him for the other decisions he's made around the pitch. I mean, Mason Mount, for example, people have questioned why is he starting. For me, Mason Mount has offered more on the pitch than other attacking strikers. Talking about his presence on the ball, his work rates and all whatnot. Cunha and Mbeumo will still gel and produce those goals, or probably when Sesko starts. So all in all, it is more on the coach than whoever came into the club.
Right. We had actions in the Italian Serie A as well. It's back. And, of course, the La Liga. Okay. But now, making the headlines this morning, that's Victor Oko Boniface. We have from the front page of Sporting Sun, Milan pulls out of Boniface deal. Yes. Boldly written here. You might want to go take a look at what the papers say this morning. Milan pulls out of Boniface deal after 4 medical examinations. 0-4 though.
Well,
I thought I heard just 2. I mean, maybe they might want to just try the third time.
It's not about repeating the see. Boniface
It's about what
is,
has happened.
apart from that, Boniface has shown that he's injury prone generally.
What do you mean? He's shown that he's injury prone.
Okay,
Like,
let me just summarize it this way because I can speak on and on about his fitness. Last season, Boniface didn't complete a single 90 minutes game for Leverkusen. In the 2024-2025 season, go and check. Beat the Bundesliga, beat the Europa League they played in. Boniface never completed a 90 minutes game for Leverkusen and also went on injury, and his injury lasts so long. Remember last year, 2024, when we wanted to go for AFCON, the whole world was, or let me just say Nigerians, were expecting that Victor appearing up front for the Super Eagles going to the AFCON. Boniface was not available because of his knee. Several injury issues over the last 2 to 3 years. We even saw a picture of his knee on socials making the round. So he has that fitness issue. And looking at his profile and output, it doesn't seem like the answer to AC Milan. I mean, AC Milan cannot go from Filippo Inzaghi, Ronaldo, Adriano, Torres, Ibrahimovic, even a Giroud that was pivotal in their 2021-2022 title-winning season. They now come to a failed Divock Origi project, a fragile Alvaro Morata, an underwhelming Tammy Abraham, who could only score 11 goals in over 40 games, and even a non-existent Santiago Jimenez. Now they are going for an injury-prone Victor Boniface. It doesn't sit well for AC Milan, who finished 8th in the Serie A last season and are looking to, ease up or equal their rivals going into the next season. So it didn't favor either Milan or Boniface going into the season, and the fitness was so glaring that they had to pull out.
Right. Okay, so I will shift attention to basketball. I mean, we couldn't make it to the finals. That's talking about the Afro-Basket in Angola, Luanda. Yes, the Tigers of Nigeria could not make it to the finals, but we still have to talk about it. Of course, Angola and Mali fans filled every seat of the 12.700 Kilamba Arena in Luanda to watch Angola regain, of course, their Afro-Basket glory on Sunday. That was yesterday. Well, Angola crushed Mali at 70-43, winning the converted Afro-Basket title for the first time since 2013. Well, though not the most impressive performance in the tournament, Angola led from start to finish with a lead of more than 20 points in the third quarter, where the Angola fans performed the Mexican wave in unison. At that point, there was no way back for Mali. Okay, well, Childe Daudo led the new champions in scoring with 16 points and received the MVP chant later in the fourth quarter. Sultan Miguel was the other Angolan to score in the double digit, finishing with 12 points. Well, Seaman Kanut and Aliou Diarra led Mali with 14 and 11 points respectively. Of course, Angola completed their 2025 Afro-Basket campaign with a perfect 6-0 win, while Mali, who reached the title for the first time, finished 4-3. Congratulations to Angola, hosts with the most.
I mean, they are better than Chan hosts who all have left the competition.
Understand, but it's all good. Tottenham pushing to sign 70 million euros rated Savinho. Omar Sadiq insists on Valencia transfer and for AFCON 2026. As Sevilla seeks a replacement for Akko Adams. You need to, in fact, all the teams that signed African players, you've been able to, you've signed a lot of African players. Better be looking for a replacement, because now that you have them present, you are still underperforming. Now imagine when they leave for international duties. All right, so Arteta Eze will create magic moments for Arsenal. Well, he was unveiled, before the presence of the fans at Emirates in their game. Who did they play with again? Okay.
Arsenal leads.
Okay,
They
Leeds
defeated
United.
Leeds 3-0.
Yes. Is it 3-0 or 4? I thought they scored more than.
I think it was a good showing for Arsenal.
Yes.
Ogechi already removed, or he has eased himself off the pressure with those 2 goals. Although one, he walked himself. I was surprised he was able to go through that crowd and find the goal for himself. The other from the penalty spot. For Arsenal generally, this should be their season, or they risk being a very successful club going trophyless.
Well, Academy Warriors take a lead in the title race. I mean, I don't know where your team stands after match day 1 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. We have Academy Warriors top of the table, 3 points, 1 game. And of course, all 3.1. Abia Warriors sit second, and also Bayelsa United. Not forgetting Warri Wolves, Wiki Torres. These are the teams that got all 3 points in match day 1. So, well, my darling team did not actually have a bad outing against Enugu Rangers. That's Khalifat FC. They played that a goalless draw against Rangers. So we had other games as well.
I enjoyed the Remo Stars Rivers
Barrow
United
FC,
game
right?
too.
Okay, that was the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Yes, Remo versus Rivers United. All right, so yes, thank you. And that's it, the package of our show this morning on Sport Drive. My name is Madu Ogechi. Thank you so much, Winga, for stopping by. And what's happening in Abuja comes up next. Already, I am seeing the beautiful... she's blushing. Come on, you. Yes, that's Sophie in the building. And she's taking you through to it all and what's happening in Abuja. But don't forget, 7 p.m. tonight will be time for Football Frenzy. Good morning.